Okay, today we are playing a game on Junkertown. We are in the Gold SR range, and we will be playing Zenyatta the entire way through. We are also on the console today, so consider yourself forewarned. Current team comp, it's not on the screen where I can see it, so we're gonna have to come over here. There we go. It's Rein, Zarya, Sombra, Mei, Mercy, and Zenyatta. So, the thing that's upsetting to me about it is just it's a very low damage team comp, isn't it? Because our DPS are Sombra, Mei. Neither of which exactly tear it up in the DPS department. Sombra can do damage, but she's not exactly a consistent DPS, which is fine. If you could expect the other DPS to reliably be doing some DPS as well, instead it's Mei. So, you know, Mei's better ever since they buffed the right-click to the fall-off damage on it, so she's better now, but she's not exactly monstrous damage, is she? So it's a pretty low damage team, which is upsetting to me. We do have a Zenyatta, though, so it's okay. That's basically like having a third DPS, really, isn't it? So, we've got to attack Junkertown first, which is... you know, you've been on Junkertown. It's, you know, I'm not really that bothered about most of the payload maps, but God, do I hate Junkertown so much. So, the enemy team, they're standing in a lot of places that they aren't really allowed to be standing, but it's okay because none of them have been punished for it. So if they don't get punished, they don't have to learn. Who the fuck are we even shooting at? Oh my god, you can stand on that? I didn't even know you could do that. There's a fucking Widowmaker up here. I didn't even know you could stand there. That's incredible. Well, she's like, oh shit, they've noticed. Not exactly the best place to stand, because you haven't exactly got a lot of cover up there, but, oh, I didn't know you could stand there. You learn something new every day. So we've gotten into a scuffle with Roadhog. We've managed to fend him off, because if he doesn't hook us, or, like, walk up to us really decisively, you know, we're gonna get away with it. The best thing he could have done at this point is just, like, commit hardcore. Like, what's he gonna do? At this point, you might as well just walk up to Zen and try to fucking kill him at this point, because you're gonna have to limp all the way backwards, Discord on you the whole time. Like, alright, the real solution is just not to be standing in such a stupid place, but, you know, that's asking a little too much of people sometimes, isn't it? So, even though our team comp's, like, not great, it's alright. They were all doing some dumb shit. And ultimately, all competitive games, really, are just about punishing other people's mistakes. We have successfully punished their mistakes eventually. Took us a little while to get there, but we did do it in the end. Roadhog's over on the left side all by his lonesome. He's not going to accomplish too much over there. You'll also notice that their two tanks are Roadhog Zarya, which means, oh god, that they've got the typical bad tank combo right there. Just like slapped the 8 key or something, and then it's just, oh god, all terrible. Back it up a little more. This is roughly correct. So we are standing out in open space right now, because suddenly we're like, oh shit, we're in trouble. Gotta try. It takes us a little while to get into any kind of cover, and the best we've got is the outhouse, which isn't fantastic. Gotta think about where we're standing. We gotta think about what we can use as cover. As all heroes, and even if you're playing like Reinhardt, right, just bear in mind, like, am I standing next to something I can use as cover? Always try to be playing around cover, if at all possible. Sometimes you get pushed into positions where it's not super feasible to use cover, but like 90% of the time there's some cover you could be playing around. So right now we're just being real greedy, just like running straight at them while we're playing Zenyatta. And I know we just saw them get amped, but like we still can't just like walk up the street at them. So no one ever dealt with that Roadhog situation, and there's also a Junkrat back there as well now, so this all ends up going real bad. I heard someone shriek as Roadhog popped out behind them, so, yeah, that's about the correct response. Oh god, that was very scary. It's okay, we survived. Why are we down here again, exactly? Why did we do this? I hope we fell off by accident. Because this looks like it could have been intentional, but we'll assume this was accidentally falling off the high ground, because we really don't want to be down here right now. We'll assume that was an accident. It's alright, though. We beat the Junkrat. That means we didn't get punished. Don't have to learn. So we've just strayed all the way out from cover again. There's no reason... Oh god, the cursor's on screen. Jesus Christ. Oh. There's no reason for us to go this way, because we just go all the way across the street. Very scary. Basically the same as cutting in front of the choke point. Very scary thing to do. We could have gone backwards through the hallway we were in and gone around the longer way and been in more cover, thereby being exposed to less threat. So we do want to be up on the high ground right now. We're just loitering down here in the low ground where we can't see anything, really. We're way more likely to die. We can't really see our team, or we can't see our team at all, and we can't really see the enemy team, and we're all by our lonesome. So suddenly, oh no, they figured out we're down here. That's pretty scary. Oh god, what are we doing? Jesus Christ, oh no. Oh look, we could have gone this way to begin with without doing that, right? Like, all the way back when we first fell off the high ground, we ended up here eventually, right? We could have just come out this doorway to begin with the whole time, just backed up through the hallway and come out this hallway, gone up there, and then hey, we're back with our team again, right? Instead, we stayed on the low ground for so long, risked getting picked off for so long, and we ended up doing it anyway. Presumably, we just didn't want to take the long trek because we're playing a very slow boy. So going all that way feels bad, but we just really don't want to be down there. Sometimes you have to take the long walk. So I don't want to use trance right now, just because I'm kind of already accepted that we're going to lose this push regardless, because, like, this is a dreadful situation to be in right now. And Mercy also just died. So I'm already, like, pretty checked out on this push to begin with anyway. So we end up using trance for basically nothing. Just kind of like to save ourselves from having walked in the hallway with Coalescence, and, like, frankly not worth the transcendence to me. But through miraculous, nothing short of, like, Daddy Jeff just reaching down and going, win the team fight. We've managed to win the team fight, because the enemy team just fell apart, apparently, for no particular reason. They just all did. So we've managed to start capturing the checkpoint anyway, which is great. Undeserved, but we're getting there, and that's all that matters, right? So they have a Widowmaker. The kill feed's informed me now. This is very scary, because we're playing Zenyatta. Very easy to get hit by Widowmaker. Makes it all very scary. So we have to be extra careful about when we poke our face out of cover now. Who's in critical over there? It's Ronhart, okay. Oh, wait, do we have Harmony Orb on someone? Yeah, we do. I just can't really see the icon very well. I don't like this UI color. I'm colorblind. It doesn't contrast well enough for me on the background. So, we've managed to capture the checkpoint. Great. Awesome. We almost have Transcendence built up again. Also awesome. Everything's going well, somehow. Which is how Overwatch is sometimes, isn't it? So, just trekked all the way out into open space again, while we know that there's a Widowmaker on the enemy team. Just like, hang out in the street for a little bit. Alright, you know. Still don't want to do that. Still very scary to do that. Now we're back behind Reinhardt. Near the payload, everything's good. Didn't kill that person, even though a lot of those balls hit them. Very upsetting. Oh god, Widow's trying to get us again. Hey, oh wait, what? Moira's there? Because we're shooting a Widow. I guess Moira just, like, peeks her face around the corner right as we fire. I was just so surprised to see Moira die. But hey, we got Moira. You know, that's pretty cool. So, we elect to use Trance here to try and save ourselves from Zarya. And I understand, but I'm still not particularly excited to do it. Just because it looks like we're gonna win this fight if we die. Because they're already down 2 people, one of which is their main healer. So, like, if we die to Zarya right now, yeah, that feels bad, but, like, It looks like we'll win this fight regardless. Mercy arrived as well, so... like, Mercy could have rezzed us if we died to that person. Even if we have to walk back, it's not the end of the world. And, like, they have a Zarya, so it's not like we've got nothing to use Trance on, right? Like, they've got an ultimate over there we do want to use Trance on. And, like, if they have an ultimate that you want to counter with Transcendence, you've got to have a really good reason to use Transcendence to not counter one of those ultimates. You'll do it, like, there are reasons to do it, usually along the lines of, well, we just kind of can't lose this team fight, and it looks like we're gonna lose the team fight before they use ultimates, right? So, like, there are reasons to do it. Sometimes it's like, they're pressuring you, so, like, you're afraid that if you die now, you'll lose the team fight before you get back, and then by having Trance didn't matter anyway, so you kind of just use Trance to survive and hope that they don't use any of the ultimates in the near future, but like, so you'll do it, but I'm not super excited to have done it right there. So this part upset me a lot, because I hate the Zenyatta players that are just obsessed with the burst fire, right? And we're just like, alright, burst fire again! Right after it, she's like right in front of us, dude. Like, we just hit her with the burst fire, like... Okay, so we got the burst on her. Alright, cool, great. I'm already don't like doing it when there's someone we could just be left-clicking at anyway, right? Because, like, right-click's good burst damage, so, like, if you're peeking a corner, alright, you know, you're tracking someone through a wall, alright, cool, you know, you're anything like that, alright, but, like, you kind of just got nothing to do, so you're just, like, charging it up like, alright, someone might peek the corner, you know, I guess. I'm not super excited to do that either, but I understand, like... Right now, though, like, if you got someone you can left-click at, just left-click the person. So we right-click the guy, great. Put Discord on him and just start left-clicking. Discord's not on anybody right now, either. We really want both our orbs up at all points in time. So, like, just left-click the guy, dude. Like, we're right in front of the guy. Just, like, put Discord on him and left-click him. We already did the volley. Now we just left-click the boy. Bothers me, you know. So, May's just used her snow globe over there. Not optimal time to do so, given that half the team was dead when she actually pushed the button. So, you know, not great timing. Very upsetting that that's just gone now, but, you know, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. We're most of the way towards having Transcendence again already, so that's pretty good. Fortunately, they've got D.Va over there, so that's a real good ult battery tank. They do have a less bad combo of tanks now, because they only have Zarya, D.Va. That's still a bad combo of tanks, but it's not as bad as Zarya, Roadhog, which is, bar none, the worst combo of tanks you can possibly have in the game. I mean, I guess unless you wanted to go something ridiculous, like you could say, well, what if we counted May as a tank and had Roadhog May, You got me there. That is worse, but Roadhog Zarya is real fucking bad. Don't do that. Don't have Roadhog Zarya. So we elected to use Trance right here, mostly to keep Reinhardt alive, but somebody else was also low health. I'm more okay with this one, because this is keeping multiple people alive, rather than just using it to save our own hide in a fight we'd already kind of won. Discord Orb not on anybody right now, so, you know, get that on somebody. This is another thing with charging up the right-click obsessively, is that you end up not having your orbs up sometimes, and you're like, well, I'm kind of committed, so, you know, I'm just gonna have to wait a little while. Having those orbs up is real important. Harmony Orb, currently on nobody, should be on somebody. Doesn't really matter who, just someone, really. I prefer to keep it on DPS and healers rather than tanks, just because Zenyatta's really bad at healing large amounts of health. So I prefer to keep it on the softer targets and then let the main healer worry about the tanks, because they're more qualified to do so. Everyone hold on, everybody shut the fuck up. I just want everybody to know that Tracer just died to Callmech. Alright, so now that that one's out of the way, we can resume the video game. This is very important to me, everyone knew that right there. Anytime someone dies to Callmech, everybody has to know about it, okay? It's very important to me, everyone knows. So this is very greedy positioning, just like rushing up looking for people. Oh, look, it's Mei. Mei's pretty scary to run into as Zenyatta, because it's kill Mei or die if she starts focusing you. And, it's very scary. Zen's a very easy boy to hit. We gotta be careful what we do. This'll come up later. Remember that Zen is very easy to hit. So you gotta be careful when you choose to duel people, because just hitbox-wise, you're almost always coming in with a disadvantage. So we should put the Harmony Orb on Tracer right now, because she's currently in critical health and really far away from Mercy. Just in general, Zenyatta's really good with the flankers, because you can heal people out of line of sight. So we use Trance right now. This is the last fight we get, and a few people were kind of low, so fair enough. It's not like they have ults to counter, really, at this point with Trance anyway, so no big deal, fair enough. If you're in what you hope is the last fight of the game, don't be afraid to just, or, you know, what is probably, or you hope will be the last fight of the game. There's a slight difference between those two things. Don't be afraid to just throw your ults at it, because if it's the last fight, doesn't matter if you don't get another ultimate if you won that fight, right? If you're going in for a push and you think you have a decent chance of winning that push, even if it's overkill, throw that ult at it, because if it's the last fight, doesn't matter. If you win that fight, which is what you're aiming for, you don't need another one, so it doesn't matter that you used it. So, who the fuck is that? Oh, it's Sombra. Okay, I thought it was Lucio for a second, but no, it was Sombra. No, it was Mei? Mei's over there? No, that was definitely Sombra, but Mei's also over there? Because that's definitely Sombra running down there. What the fuck was Mei doing? Oh, she's standing up at the fucking door. She's walling people off trying to play Mei, but then they cunningly just decide to fucking kill her. Because she's out in the middle of nowhere. So great start right there. So try and stand, like, close to the corners, because we stand out in the middle of the balcony right now, which is a little bit scary, because we just have further to go to get to these pieces of cover. Try to stay close to the pieces of cover to use, because if Reinhardt rats you out, oh no. So here's the part where it comes up later. We decide to get into a fight with Baby D.Va. We are not really favored in this fight, because we have a very precise weapon. It's projectile. Very fast projectile, but still projectile. And she's very small. We are very big. We are very easy to hit, because hitbox-wise, like, Zenyatta's literally just a floating cube, my man. Like, he is very easy to hit. And if you get any headshots, it's even easier. So we're trying to fight someone very small and hard to hit. And she's fighting someone pretty big and easy to hit, right? So it doesn't work out in our favor. You gotta be careful who you pick your fights with as Zen, because you're very easy to hit. If you pick a fight with someone who's very hard to hit, you've gotta be very confident that you're gonna hit that person. Because if you don't, you know, D.Va, her weapon's not, Baby D.Va's weapon's not exactly precise, and we're very easy to hit. We gotta be careful when we choose to do that kind of thing. I'm not confident I'm gonna hit a Baby D.Va as Zenyatta. I don't get into that fight by myself, unless someone else is gonna help me. So we really shouldn't jump down right now, because the only person down here presently is Reinhardt. So we just, like, run out in front of a Widow and their whole team and get shot. Like, it's good we didn't just die straight out doing that, right? But now we're down here with just Reinhardt. Reinhardt's up to no good. We can't really support Reinhardt, because, again, we're not good at healing large amounts of hit points. So now we're just stuck in the middle of nowhere as Zenyatta, which is very suboptimal. Now, fortunately, no one wants to come over here to kill us, so we don't get punished for it, but, like, they could send anyone on their team over here, and they would kill us, and then bam, Zenyatta problem dealt with, right? So they just don't do anything, so we kind of get away with it all. And someone's after us now, Lucio's after us. We kind of just elect to ignore him for now, while we deal with these other things, and frankly, fine, to be honest with you. we didn't deserve to be alive as we were, so, like, just kill Widowmaker, take what you can get, right? Where it's a lot easier to kill the Widowmaker that doesn't know we're shooting at her than the Lucio that's running after us, so it's fine. The real trick is to just not be in that position to begin with, but, you know, we already talked about that part as well. So, miraculously enough, we haven't lost the checkpoint, even though we definitely deserve to. And if you don't get punished, you don't have to learn. You know? That's just how it is. So, we don't have to learn a damn thing, which is always nice. That's the dream with Overwatch, isn't it, really? Don't get punished. Great. Got a win that we didn't deserve. Oh, well, I want to win. I'd rather lose than get a win I didn't deserve. No, you fucking wouldn't. Don't lie to me. Fucking video game players. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, we're real far back right now, which is fine, but our teammates are deciding to go real far up, which they shouldn't be doing, and they're getting away with it, which is, again, the upsetting part. D.Va managed to get back up, good for her. Oh, okay, so Winston died, but he killed D.Va already, so great, all good. This is extremely scary. I don't like any part of what we're involved in right now. Reinhardt, don't do that. Oh god, okay, it's fine. I would have probably, no, I wouldn't have. I'm lying. I'm lying to you. I wouldn't have done it sooner. I was gonna say I would have probably done it sooner for the blizzard, but no, it looked like we'd won the fight by that point. Then the Pharah situation complicated matters, and we chanced in response to that. That's fine. It's fine. So again, miraculously, we haven't lost the checkpoint, so it's all going pretty well, I'd say. No, we definitely deserve to have lost this checkpoint twice now, but we didn't. We're also getting way close to this Pharah, which we shouldn't be doing, because that's just making it easier for Pharah to hit us, and we're already easy to hit. So we don't want to make that any easier for the Pharah, who already doesn't have to try too hard to hit us. We don't want to make it even easier for her. So, it's okay. We got rest. We didn't get punished again. Wow, we didn't have to learn a damn thing. Look at that. Isn't that incredible how it worked out? We won the game even. Amazing. It actually wasn't that close, even though it should have been a lot closer. That's magical, isn't it? What have we got today? I like Northern Lion. I mean, I guess, you know, fair enough, whatever. I wouldn't actually watch this, but, you know, I can see where I came to that decision. 7 games you can't buy anymore because lawyers. I'm guessing one of them is Lego Lord of the Rings. That's something I would watch, actually, so I might actually watch that right after this. I like Dungeons and Dragons. I still haven't watched this one. Keep showing up. I've got to do it sooner or later. A 20-year-old Doom record was finally broken. Amazing. Sekiro, any percent speedrun in 27 minutes and 8 seconds. Speedrunners are not human, you know? Like, they're aliens or something. They're not of this world. 5 secret choices you didn't know you had in Skyrim. I hate Skyrim. Very bad. Summit versus Hacker. The day Mass Effect died. And Jane in bronze against a pro. Jane's great. Way smarter than me. You should really be watching Jane instead of me. So, hey, great job, algorithm. I'm gonna fucking watch this video, because, goddamn. So, anyway, I don't really have anything overarching to say other than just the kind of generic positioning too aggressively thing. Which is kind of like... an indistinct, nebulous thing to say, really. So, there you go. But that was the thing that stood out the most. So thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. Started streaming on Twitch Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 7 p.m. EST till 10 or 11 EST. There's a link to the channel in the description. And if you managed to make it all the way through the video and somehow still enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe for more content of middling quality in the future. And I hope you found the video helpful.